Welcome again, guys, to the third session of day 2 of the AI-powered AI Business Summit. I did promise you that it's going to be a great time for everybody, and it is a great time. I'm sure you are going to agree what you have been getting since yesterday, starting from Louis to Prof today. Now we're going to David, and then Tenji, and then tomorrow is going to be another amazing time. David Jones is a man I've also come to meet on a Clubhouse, so I can't say Clubhouse has not been good to me. I've met some of the greatest guys I've known in recent times. I met on Clubhouse, and I just hit it with him because I love authentic people and who are passionate about what they do. Yes, all of us want to make money, but you want to put the value out there first. And David exemplifies that. It's not just about business with him. In fact, I quarreled with him one time. When it's trying to tell me it's not about the money, it's not all about the money, I said, no, it must be about the money. So he's that kind of guy. He opens rooms every day to be a blessing. He came to my rooms, and since then, he has been a fixture at the Business 360 Success Club. He's even now one of our directors in that club. He comes in there, asks for nothing, he just gives. But I fell in love with him about what he was talking about. There are a lot of great people in Clubhouse, a lot of very intelligent guys. But when a man is talking about stuff that I know nothing about, that is actually happening when I don't even know it's happening, okay, I paid attention. I call him Mr. Metaverse now. This man breathes dreams. When he sleeps, he's in dreamland where Metaverse is. When he wakes up, he's in Metaverse. And he's showing people all over the world that Metaverse is actually just scratching the surface, and that is coming and coming big. Apparently, he's seeing the same crystal ball that Zuckerberg is seeing. And not only is he talking it, he's doing it. He's creating this thing right now. I've been to some of his Metaverse rooms, and it's incredible what he's already doing. So I'm so excited when he agreed that he was going to speak at this summit. It's another guy. I want to thank him publicly. He doesn't know me too well. You know, once people hear Nigeria, typically people start getting scared. We had 15 people committed to come to this, but by the time we started, we are down to 10 because people are now like, I don't know what's going on. So, but he had faith that Dr. Opie is legit and is going to deliver. And I'm glad that he has seen for himself that I'm also about benefiting people. But he came sight unseen that I will come. And regardless of what is going on, he stood firm. Even when a brother tried to blackmail me into removing him from this is not the day we're going to talk about that. But he came, he didn't take it personal. He didn't say, these Nigerian boys have started. He decided, I'm a professional. I'm going to go do what I promised. And he's here. So I want to thank you publicly, David, for being a man, for being a professional, and above all, for having my back, because she could have had every excuse to walk away. Those who didn't have enough excuse walked away. But you had plenty, genuine ones, because of what happened with that gentleman. But you said, it's not about me. I'm not that guy. And you are going to come and do your thing anyway. God bless you so much. I appreciate that. Let me quickly introduce him before I hand over the mic, very briefly because of time. David Jones is the CEO and co-founder of TheHelloLLC, a global digital entrepreneur in his own right, who has made a commitment to helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations into the new digital age, moving from 2D technology to 3D immersive environments. Translate that to metaverse, all right? And his company is even going to a whole new level where they handle all technical aspects for you, if that's an area you want to be, so that you can be exceptional. David Jones is a real article when it comes to metaverse, and I'm going to give him the mic now. Take it away, sir. You are muted. Yes. We can't hear you, though. You are speaking, but we can't hear you. I know you are speaking, but I can't hear. Maybe it's me. Can you guys hear David? Yeah, we can hear you now. Increase the volume.
Perfect.
Increase the volume, though.
Perfect. Well, first and foremost, Dr. Opie, I want to say thank you, brother, for giving me this opportunity. I want to say thank you for all of your, brilliancy of putting this together. I know it is not easy. I know it is hard to deal with other people's integrity, other people's word, and other people's bond of what they say they're going to do. And that's one thing, you know, I have seen you be a huge part of is what you say you're going to do. And that's been amazing, first and foremost. So you guys make sure you are following Dr. Opie. Make sure you are giving him some love. Make sure you are not only giving love, but you're sharing and you're supporting. Because as I remind people, if you want more, you got to give more. And the prime example is that you got to, you know, give what you want. And this is a great way to share this out, especially as we have a whole nother day, especially tomorrow being my birthday. So you guys definitely got to show up tomorrow and come and support. And so, you know, I'm turning the big 40, no gray hairs, still looking good, still slim, still sitting 34-30 in the jeans. So we're good. And so, you know, first and foremost, my name is David Jones. Helping people pivot from 2D to 3D is my game, okay? I'm the co-founder, president, CEO of TheHelloLLC, and hello means helping everyone or an enterprise or entrepreneurs leverage leading edge optimizations. More importantly, at the end of the day, look, we help everyone live life optimal in your health, your wealth, and your mindset. And the time is our only competition. And if that's your competition, we are definitely on the same side. And more importantly, you know, I like to remind you guys all that, you know, this is not just about the metaverse, and TheHelloLLC is not just about the metaverse. We started, right? I started in this business because you're looking at somebody that was 300 pounds, high blood pressure, cholesterol, you name it. And I was working for a corporation making 6 figures and my health was out the window. I took 500 flights in 4 years around the world. And when I called my boss and I said, hey, I need to go get my dental done to go get it fixed, she said, oh, David, you're young. You can reschedule that and you can go, you know, another time. Mind you, I'm in Minnesota trying to get to my appointment, and it was a $150 charge to change my flight. I just spent $1,200 on 3 clients the night before. There was no issue. I didn't have to call. And so I share this with you all, especially as Professor Chris, you know, talked about of being able to, you know, utilize your talents and make sure you're just not utilizing in the corporate world. And that was something that I found out very quick, that these companies and corporations could care less about you, especially when it comes to your health. And that's what really turned the tide for me. Where we started doing one business, we then interacted with another business. We now have conglomerated our whole entire business under this whole Hello portfolio that is with wellness, that is with solar, that is with, you know, building out your foundation, especially as Professor Chris talked about. Do you have a website? And hopefully those of you that didn't or not on social media, you have done that in the last 2.5 hours to go and get that created, because you do not have a business if you don't showcase your business, especially as you're writing your books, especially as we are talking about ChatGPT, especially as we're utilizing these things. And so I want to get this party rocking and rolling. I'm going to share my screen with you guys all. Give me a hands up when you get it.
Yes, we see it. I'm going to mute now and let you do your thing, okay? I'm good, but I'm here.
Perfect. I love it. There we go. Perfect. So with that being said, you guys already know who I am, right? Who is TheHelloLLC? I shared with you who that was. We are a 3D virtual immersive AI agency. When we think virtual, you think hello. When you think AI, I want you to think hello. When you think of the future, I want you to think hello. We can show you, we can teach you, or we can do it for you. We can help you, but the saving part is up to you. And when we say saving, that's the taking action. And that's one thing that I encourage you all to do, is not just be on this call, not just be, you know, taking a whole bunch of notes that you're not going to go back and look at. And you really need to be taking action. So just like Professor Chris said, I hope you're utilizing social media. I hope you are in the process. And guess what? I'm about to help you guys out even further and help you take action where we can show you, teach you, or do it for you. And so when Professor Chris was talking about websites, I love this, okay? Because a lot of the times we are caught in our feelings and not in the actual facts. And I remind people, and I'm going to remind you all right now, I'm going to lay out facts that you cannot deny. I encourage you to go look them up, just as Dr. Opie did when I was talking in his rooms for the last month. And he came back and was like, David is not BSing you guys. He is telling you the truth. And so I'm going to tell you right now, everything that I mentioned to you is going to be what I have found and what I want to share with you that will open your eyes, right? That open mind. Because 64% of small businesses, right, have to have a website. And so just think of that. Think of all these other businesses that do not have a website, especially in today's era. Take away the metaverse, take away 3D, take away AI. We are still in 2D world where you need to have a website to represent your business. And when I say a website, I'm going to show you one that's better than Linktree. I'm going to show you one that's better than Buy Me a Coffee. I'm going to show you one that's better than your old traditional website that you're utilizing right now. I'm going to show you one that's better than Social Tap. I'm going to show you something that is better than anything out there, and you can call me biased. But the one question that I will ask you is that these companies will not call you and say, hey, you need to do this. Hey, you should implement this. Hey, you should do that. All of these funnels and pages that they are telling you that you should get for you to go and create, you're not good at that. You are good at the training. You are good at writing your books. You are not good and great at the transaction. And so this, my friends, is where you all have to also understand is that the average home-based biz is $68,000, okay? I fortunately have had the opportunity to sell the home, sell the cars. We are digital nomads. We've been traveling for over the last year now. Spent 6 months in Colombia. Now we're here in Mexico, Guanajuato, Mexico, Central Mexico, to be exact. If you are one of those people that say, oh my God, it's dangerous. No, it is not. This is also one of those misconceptions that we allow to take over because of what we hear, or we listen to our broke brother-in-law that was voting on American Idol, last year's American Idol to be exact, to tell you about something else. And I can assure you this, it has been safer here than it is back at home, okay? And so when I share with you guys, about the future and about this transition, let's do talk about the metaverse, right? Let's do talk about, by 2030, it's valued to be at actually 1.5 trillion. And they're saying by 2030, it's going to create $5 trillion to the economy, to the global economy. And I love to share this fact once again, and check me out. Put in the chat line, how many of you know how long it would take for you to count to $1 million? How many seconds would it take you to get to $1 million or just to count to 1 million? Put in the chat. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're probably gonna guess wrong. It's 11 days, 11 days, 11 seconds, right? 11 days of the seconds is going to be a $1 million. To count to 1 billion, okay? 1 billion seconds, it will take you 32 years, okay? To count to 1 billion. That's a huge number. Somebody put in the chat, how much do they think, it would take you to count to 1 trillion? Tell you right now, it's 32,000 years, 263, right, years of counting to $1 trillion. None of us will ever live to count to 1 trillion, okay? And hopefully you got the opportunity to count to 1 billion. And so that is one big thing that I like to blow people's minds out and help you all understand that the future is already here, okay? We are already witnessing that right now. And so with that being said, some golden nuggets, because I like to give value before you guys, go off on a tangent of what this is and what this is about. I want to give you guys some marketing strategies as you write your books, as you utilize this AI, Chat GPT, and all of these tools. There's also another tool out there called Google Bard. Okay, Google Bard is a great extension of, or should I say an alternate than Chat GPT, because guess what? I tried to plug up me to talk to Chat GPT and it picked up everything you possibly could imagine. And I was calling it Gina. I was screaming at Gina. I got in trouble with my wife. And then I called it Joe. And then she thought me and Joe was getting in a fight. So I had to leave Chat GPT alone. But when I went over to Bard, I literally, boop, 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 and I hit the microphone, boom, and I got to talk to it where literally it heard everything I wanted. And so that's another great thing that you all should be able to utilize and leverage over. And so as we talk about some of these things, you will see up here, one of the most golden nuggets that I would encourage you guys to look at is literally, right, starting your own podcast. Yes, as an author, as a business owner, as anybody that is trying to get themselves out in social media, podcast is a great way to start this. And I'm going to not just talk about it, right? I'm going to show you. So if I wanted to talk to Dr. Opie, or should I, let me back up. Put a 1 in the chat if there is somebody right now that you would like to speak to and have a conversation with, AKA a discovery call, a Zoom, for them to interact with your business, for them to learn more about your book, for them to learn more about you. Put a 1 in the chat if that is you, okay? And I say that because all of us do. I have somebody, right? But guess what I get to do? And you should be able to do as well. Number 1, I want to give you guys all this. Go download the app Anchor, right? Anchor for Spotify. It is a free app. If you signed up for Zoom, you signed up in Clubhouse, you signed up for any of these apps, you have no reason not to go start your own podcast because it's that easy. Literally will take you 10 minutes at max, and you can have a podcast tonight. You don't need no gadgets. You don't need no gadgets. You don't need no microphones. You don't need none of that. And yes, you can have Zoom. A lot of you think, oh, if I have a podcast, I got to show my face. Look at my bald headed behind. I'm on here, right? You can get on there as well. And so if you don't want to show your face, you can actually just use your voice, which is the strongest chakra in your body that we all are going to be utilizing a lot more as we enter into the metaverse. And so with this podcast, I want to talk to Dr. Opie. Dr. Opie, I have a podcast called Getting Naked. We ain't getting naked. It's a real, raw, authentic conversation. I want to learn more about you. What do you think Dr. Opie's going to say? Of course, David, I would love to be on your podcast. When do we go? Perfect. We get on the podcast. I have a conversation. He has a conversation. David, I didn't know you did wellness, and I didn't know you had solar, and I didn't know you had your Pivot membership. And I definitely am learning more about this biz in a box. Brother, we need to talk more. Da-da! My podcast has now turned into my actual discovery call, with me being able to go into the back door of Dr. Opie and say, hey, I got this podcast. Dr. Opie is now going to post our actual media content that he's on our podcast. Ooh, everybody, look, I'm on a podcast. There's only 300,000, last time I checked, out of 8 billion people on planet Earth. Why would you not like those numbers and those odds for people to listen to you, which the voice audio app has exploded like no other? Look at where we are now. Some of you ain't even watching the screen. Some of y'all just listen to my voice. And so that right there alone allows Dr. Opie to put me on his podcast, or should I say on his social media. I'm going to put him all over my social media. He's going to come to the podcast. I'm now going to have content to put on my social media, to put on my website as a testimony, to be able to showcase what I have. For those of you that are authors, why would you not invite other authors on your podcast to have a conversation? They get to promote their book. You get to promote your book. We win together. That's what this is all about, especially as we move forward into this 3D immersive environment. I want you all right now, listen to me. Like they say, I'm the captain, right? Drop your competitiveness. Drop it. Because if you are competing with somebody else, that is the old era. That is the old way of living. It is no longer where you do you, me do me, and we're going to see who gets to the top. No, we together are stronger than anything and everything on this planet. Nobody climbs Mount Everest alone. There are dead bodies that lead you up to the top. There are air tanks that people have left. There are different camps up along that are feeding people and taking care of people. So you didn't make it to Mount Everest by yourself. There's a team, there's a collaboration, there's a community that is built, that when the community is built, the products and the services will present themselves. It is up to you to drop that competitive like mindset way of being that we got taught from our parents, that, you know, they didn't have a good interaction with somebody else. So it was like, well, let me prove them wrong and let me show them, and have this negative energy and this negative vibration that you have in your business that's not going to serve you well. And so that would be something that I would encourage you all to do, right? If you don't remember anything else, drop your competitiveness and start collaborating with people, because collaboration is the new currency. And if you're not collaborating with people, then I encourage you to look internally of your traumas and what's going on with you, because that's where it starts. Is, are you lacking communication skills? Are you lacking believing in yourself? Are you lacking something that you need to be more abundant in? And that takes you to be one with yourself and call yourself up, not out, okay? And so those of you that are authors, I'm more than certain you haven't thought about this. And this is even more the reason why you should probably do business with TheHelloLLC, because I will say that we were probably the pioneers of doing this. And Dr. Chris mentioned this, but I'm gonna give you guys a great advice that, yes, you are writing a book right now. Yes, it is not published, but I'm more than certain you have a chapter done in that book. Why would you not give away a free chapter to promote your book? Hey, I have my book coming out. I got a free chapter. If I give you a free chapter, will you give me your email address? Yeah, absolutely. When you get that email address, my friends, you now get to be able to showcase your book, not just with your book, but other things that you might want to add on to your business, an apparel line, an actual, a different affiliates, and other things that you can provide, maybe an Amazon affiliate link as well, where you can have your own store. And so these are just little things that I want to entice you to be able to put together. And you all should be giving away something. If you don't have an actual book, create an ebook. We got this thing called ChatGPT. What is your industry, right? What are you doing? I would first recommend that you all, right, as we move on to the next subject, is social media, okay? Social media is your new email campaign. And if you didn't post yesterday, if you didn't post the day before, if you haven't posted today, if you don't have anything in your business that you posted in the last week, let me tell you, you are that person that I was talking about. You don't have a business. You don't have a brand. Nobody is recognizing you whatsoever. There are 5,000 commercials that we all see on a daily basis. Why are you not one of them would be my question. Why? Because a lot of us aren't good at the social media, because we're not good at that particular marketing our business, because we're only great at the things that we do. And that's okay. Got something for you, okay? And so as we move forward, I want to continue to share with you all and ask you, a lot of the times what I find is that people do not have these things in order. And a lot of the times people say that they have these things in order. Then I go behind the scenes, I'm like, nah, you don't have it together. You got to get online before you fall behind. And what does that mean? That means leveraging technology that works for you, automating your business, and stop being burnt out. There are so many business owners that I talk to that are still using Outlook, Microsoft as their actual, as their calendar. When they're going back and forth with people, I'm available here, no, I'm available there, don't have their calendar set up to where it utilizes their time more effectively, where they can be able to increase their revenue, get their time back. And let me remind you guys all that Hello buys you time. TheHelloLLC saves you time, and we give you your time back. So those of you that are entrepreneurs, you do not have to get that look from your kids, from your significant other, that you're spending time on your business, in your business, other than on your business, because you're the social media manager of the year. That was me, okay? And so I encourage you all to start utilizing these tools. Old keys do not and will not open new doors. So those of you that are a little bit more aged, have been on this planet Earth a little bit longer, times are changing. Okay, things are changing. You have to be able to adapt. And if you are not adapting, my friends, you are old and you are obsolete, and you are going to be trying to hold on to your relevancy as much as possible. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen for you. We are not going back to 8-tracks. We are not going back to tapes. We are not going back to any of this old technology. We are moving forward, especially as Threads just came out, that I just want to remind you all that this is not a, ooh, look at the social media new gadget thing. No, this is where Facebook AKA Meta, AKA Mark Zug, has built a whole new platform for us to be able to move into the future. For those of you that did go and get the threads, which you should, you probably saw this thing called Futureverse. And so that, my friends, is where we're leading this into, where these are new servers, this is new technology, and this is just the beginning. You will see multiple other social media platforms do the exact same thing to transition over into the new global economy, which we're talking to people from all over the world. So this is where utilizing your marketing, utilizing your market campaign, implementing these AI tools that can take these and change it into different languages to where you guys are no longer going to be, talking to people in your state, in your country, in your province, wherever you are in the world. You are now going from that, 380 million or that 1.2 billion or that 1.4 billion. You're now going we all have access now to 8 billion people, okay? And so buckle up, buttercups, it is time to go. And so not only that, booking and following up on your appointments and driving traffic to your business is crucial and an absolute must. So this is where Hello comes into play, where we're going to be able to help you all, if you, especially as an author, right, be able to help you understand that, you have to have a virtual website. You have to be able to automate your workflow. And not only that, being able to have a one-stop shop, which we call our biz in a box. This biz in a box is absolutely amazing. I can assure you that. As I said, I put this up against anything, not to be biased, but just on facts alone of what this can do, how we can implement, and the different strategies and techniques that we've been able to do. And I'm going to show you better than I can tell you here in a little bit, okay? And so, how many of you guys would like to feature all of this in an organized way, professional way, right? That you can showcase your podcast that I just talked about. You can showcase your music if you're a singer, right? You can showcase your video content. A lot of these applications do not have an in-play, right, video content where you should have a YouTube. You should have your own apparel line. You should be able to lead capture. You should be able to have an email marketing. You should be able to have other affiliate sites and they're connected into your business. Prime example with Dr. Opie, right? Not only that, having your calendar, giving away something free. As we are on Clubhouse, as we are on Just House, as we are on all these applications, what do you have to give people for them to come and pay attention to you? Because I can tell you right now, people are selfish, okay? Flat out, people are selfish. Okay. And so you have to give them a reason to get unselfish. And that means that you have to give them something that they're going to want. And so why would you not have a free, ebook? Why would you not have a free guide? Why would you not be able to give away, something that way you can be able to get their information and have that community in that bond? Not only that, how would you like to have it to where your blogs and your portfolios are all on one platform? And so I want to introduce you guys to Teresa Anthony. She is an international best-selling author. And I'm going to not only give you guys this, but I'm actually going to show you on the phone as well what this looks like. This biz in a box is able to, literally perform and showcase your business, your brand in a professional way. And I say this, especially when we talk about all these other things and applications. And if you don't have one, or if you do have one, this app is not a dinosaur. This app is nowhere near to what you think it is, because we can create this and add in back-end strategies on top of this as well, which is the great thing. And so, this is something that, allows you guys to showcase your business in a completely different way. And we have an executive and we have an actual pro. And so, more than anything, what I want to be able to do is show you guys now what this all in detail looks like. And so I'm going to get on my phone, see here, make sure I am still available. They let me out. Dr. Opie, if you are here, which I'm pretty sure you are, I'm going to join back in from my other phone into this meeting.
Okay, we can see here and see you though.
Yep.
Okay, the other one is gone.
8. Had this on earlier and it must have disconnected on me. 1 second, guys. I gotta put my
No
name.
problem. Take your time. Take your time. Guys, I hope you are getting some serious value here. I know it's been a long day. Well, this is what a summit looks like. Okay. With you going from one powerful speaker to the other. So hopefully you guys are still with us. I see, I think 103 people still left on Zoom. At one point we got to over 200, but you guys keep at it. We are soon going to be over. But what you get is what you get. This is as amazing as it comes. I wasn't expecting anything this powerful, but guys, it's been something else. So hopefully you are making notes. Hopefully you are equipping yourself. And like I said, the recording of this is going to be available for sale for those who want to get the full recording. We actually have, I'm going to post the link in the chat for you now, for those of you who may want to order the full recording. Are you here? Let me know when you are ready. I'm just trying to kill time for you here. Let me know when you are.
I just entered.
Okay. Which one do I look for?
Yeah, I'm about to put something in the chat.
Okay.
There you go. Boom.
Did you see it?
Yes, sir. I'm in.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Here we go. Make me co-host.
I already did. Let me do it again. Okay, yep. Now you are. Let's go.
Yep, I'm good to go. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go. And so for a prime example, I am going to take you all to Miss Tasha Determined, or no, I'm going to take you to Kool-Aid Nate as another example. Okay, this is Kool-Aid Nate's Biz in a Box. This now allows you to literally, now when I meet with people, no more business cards. Those are old and dead. If you're giving away business cards, let me explain something to you, my friends. It is going in my coat jacket. It is going in my back pocket. It is going to that lady's purse. It is going to that cup holder, and it is not being used again. It is going to be thrown away in about a month or 2 months. Not only that, that information is not going in your phone. And put a 1 in the chat if you get business cards and you don't put that information in your phone as well. And so now with everybody going to restaurants and everybody knowing what QR codes are and everything of that sort, now you all are going to be able to have a QR code that we make for your biz in a box. So when people go to this and you say, hey, put your information right here, you now get to have them scan your QR code, and that literally allows you to go to the actual biz in a box. So this would be Kool-Aid Nate. He would be able to sit there and say, hey, here goes my QR code, boom, it comes to here. He now has one link, phone number, email, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, his PayPal, anything that he wants to put on here, he can put on here. Not to mention, he has his information about what he is, what he does. And I want to make this clear. Kool-Aid Nate came to us with absolutely nothing, okay? And we built this platform out for him to where now he gets to showcase his book, right? Him and his wife's book. So if you and your wife are a book, this would be a great thing. Or if not, now, if I give you my email address, will you give me that free chapter of that book? Yes, I will. Both of his books to be exact. And so now this allows Kool-Aid Nate to tell people, hey, go to my Facebook, go to my Instagram, go to my my WhatsApp, go to my threads. And this link, right? Especially for those of you that do have a link tree and you're utilizing threads, let me help you out. Go take a look at your threads and you will see that Linktree is before your business name. And the last time I checked, if I announced you as Linktree at TheHelloLLC, you would probably be pretty mad, okay? And let me just say this, all of these free platforms that you can get, they're great. They're great starting out. But if you call yourself a professional and you're out here telling people, hey, I'm this, that, and the other, and you utilizing these things, and it's literally where it's nothing but a whole bunch of boxes that are going down that you expect people to read, and you have 7 seconds to get people's attention. 7 seconds, they're out the gate, lesser than a goldfish. And even some people are less than that. So I encourage you guys to be able to see that this literally captures your attention, where you can go and buy his book right there on the spot. As Chris said, Professor Chris said, that you need to have a buy button immediately, where people are not confused, or you're sending them here, you're sending them there. They need to know where they can go get your book at. Let alone, how about we add on some additional incoming, passive income, no overhead, no logistics, no inventory, none of that, to your business as well, where Kool-Aid Nate has joined us on our wellness platform that's in 50 different countries. He's not holding, he's not buying. People order just like on Amazon, it shows up at the door, he gets a check. Not to mention, he's also part of his nonprofit foundation as well. And so people get to donate to his nonprofit. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you that have nonprofits out there that you would like to showcase without you saying, hey, go to my Zelly, hey, go to this bank account, hey, go here. Now you can just say, hey, go to my link in my bio and you get this information, which is the great thing about how this works. Those of you all that are entrepreneurs, let me give you a huge tip. You need to have a Facebook group, because put a 1 in the chat if you are afraid, or should I say not afraid, or you are worried, you have this conversation internally. Oh, I'm afraid what my friends are going to say. I don't want to be out there spamming people. I don't want to be out there selling. I don't want to be doing this. Guess what? I would encourage you all to create a different Facebook, a different Instagram account, a different business account that separates you from your business, right? Where that way you don't have to worry about that. And so you are your business and you can have both. I have 28 different social media accounts, okay? And so they're Hello Wellness, Hello LLC, Hello Live Solar, Hello Pivot, you know, and we keep them all separate and how they are managed. And so that's the great thing about this. And so, you know, this is something that you can add on. And I want to go back, you know, to Teresa Anthony. And as you will see in these biz in a boxes, that you as an author can be able to showcase yourself in a completely different way. Because once again, I like facts, okay? 93% of businesses that have, 93% of business starts from your website. So if you don't have a website, you're fresh out of luck. 75% that have a website generate more business, okay? 63% of consumers are more likely to trust a business with a website, okay? 72% of businesses that have an online presence in the last 2 years have increased in sales. Because look, I know I used to be one of those people, oh no, my credit card online? Oh no, that's not good. Buying stuff online? Oh no, you can forget. No, not happening. And so now that has completely changed, where some people won't even go to the store. It's like, what? No, I'm not going to, no, I'm not doing that. Let's order it online, or we're not doing it. With your food, with your clothes, with everything now, even the things from Home Depot and materials, right? You can get that all ordered from your home. And so, you know, this is a great way that once again, Teresa gets to showcase her Instagram, her Facebook, her Twitter, her Clubhouse, her email. Oh, hey, what's that email? Well, did you give me the wrong one? No. One link, one tap, boom, you're gone, okay? And so this is a great way that she gets to showcase her business. She's able to separate it out, because I will encourage you all. I was working out the other day and I was listening to this motivational speech, and this guy said, you know, hey, you got to focus on one thing, focus on one thing, focus on one thing. And I'm like, that's the old way of thinking. Ask Jeff Bezos if he's focused on one thing. Ask Elon Musk, is he focused on one thing? Ask Mark Zuckerberg, are they focused on one thing? They're not. They are providing a one-stop shop, a one app, one tap application for people to come be nosy and come and purchase, just like you do on Amazon, okay? Just like Netflix is doing right now, a one app, one tap, where they can serve you in all areas of entertainment. And that is exactly the mindset that you all should be having, because what this allows you to do is be a solution advisor. When somebody comes to you, they want to come to you and you solve their problem. And with Teresa Anthony, she's able to say, hey, go get my new book, Purely Inspired. I also do logistics on here as well. I also have my podcast, and I also have my wellness platform on here as well that you can go and check out. And so literally this allows people to have access to her and be able to go purchase her book. Those of you that are utilizing, those of you that are utilizing Amazon, or if you're utilizing, somebody else to showcase, to purchase your book and it's a digital book, put a 1 in the chat. If Amazon is eating your lunch on, when you go sell your book and you're getting pennies on your book, let's get rid of that. If you care about the #1 Amazon seller and all that other stuff, then hey, knock yourself out, sell more books. But if you want more of your money, which I know Dr. Opie is all about, then you definitely probably need to consider coming over to the Hello LLC and you have a digital asset, a digital book, an audio book that people can come right in here and purchase. It automatically sends to it and you get 90% of your money, okay? And so that right there alone, if you're an author, if you are selling digital assets, you should be in my back channel right now wanting to get rid of Amazon as quick as possible. Unless you're looking good, runs the show where you get to put on there that you sold, 60 or 70 books that we can all do in one day if we all chipped in our money, okay? Real talk. And so I want you all to be aware, do you want your money or do you want the looking good to run the show? You pick, okay? I'll be here when you make that choice. And so, the great thing about this allows you to, even if you do want to put your Amazon on there, you got a link, it goes on here. Boom, we out the door, okay? And so this right here is just some examples of how this can help you guys out, okay? I want to show you one more this one just got released yesterday, actually. This is Astonishing Pearls with Miss Kathy Thompson. This is absolutely amazing to where, she gets to showcase her business in a completely different way. Yo, Linktree, don't show this. It don't, okay? None of your social apps will show like this whatsoever. Not only that, she's able to put all of her contacts in here, okay? Put a little information about herself. There goes her free book appointment. So if people want more information from her or what she's up to, they can be able to utilize that. Remember that podcast I was talking about? Her podcast gets updated automatically. As you can see, she just did a podcast today. The funny part is that she actually sent us, she sent us the link to the new podcast and I had to respond back to her. Ma'am, we use AI around here. This is going to be automatically updated when you post that new podcast in your Anchor app. So you don't have to worry about this being changed out. There goes her YouTube that she's able to showcase. She joined us on the wellness platform as well. Why not? Who's going to say no to extra money, right? Especially if you're talking with people and they're saying, girl, I'm tired. I can't read that book. Girl, you need to go check out my wellness. Just like that. You are a solution advisor, okay? And so this allows you to showcase the entire thing. Here goes her free book that she's giving away. She helps people with chronic fatigue. She actually has one for free and she has one for sale. Okay, which you all should have one for sale. It looks like I lost connection. 1 second, guys. Come back. And so I'm gonna show you guys get to Metaverse here in a sec. Here we go. We are back, Jack. Boom. And so let me go here. Here. I was here. There we go. All right. Oh, no, not this. We're gonna go here. And so as I was sharing with you guys, right, is that she has a free ebook, which I know a lot of you are writing your books and your authors and things of that sort. And this will allow you to be able to literally, give one away for free. And then also be able to, sell one as well or multiple. Okay. So she has one, her private session, and then she has her empowerment series at $7. So those of you that are utilizing ChatGPT to write these books and don't want to have to worry about it, being written in a book or have it on a paperback or anything of that sort. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you guys look, I like facts. Sorry, but literally 80% of people do not read the books. Okay. I'm just already tell you, but that's the facts. Go check me out. Okay. And so why not have your books on a digital platform, right? We are moving to a digital world. And I don't know about you, but I know it costs a lot to ship from America to Africa or America to China, and it costs more than the book itself. Not only that, the person has to wait for the book when they went on to something else. And so why not give them that free quick right there on the spot of what people want, okay? And so, with that being said, I'm going to convert back over to this one. Here we go. Boom. So you all should probably see my screen, right? And so, let's get to the nitty gritty, because I know a lot of you are probably on here talking about, oh my God, this metaverse, I want to know all about it. What is metaverse? So first of all, I want you all to be able to understand there are different segmentations of when we hear metaverse, okay? I talked about the money aspect. I'm going to also give you guys some major examples where if you're one of those people that put your nose up or, oh, the metaverse ain't working, facts over feelings, okay? And I got a story for you guys as well. And so one of the things I want you all to understand that metaverse is a virtual reality space, okay? It is combined with an AI, it is combining AI, VR, all of these aspects together, where it is literally taking us from a 2D experience to a 3D experience. And what I mean by that is we're going from a flat surface on your phone to now a 3D imagery that you can get into metaverse, and hear me loud and clear. You can get into metaverse from your cell phone. You can get into metaverse from your laptop. You can get into metaverse from your 3D Oculus goggles that I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit as well. And more importantly, I want to debunk some myths, okay? Mark Zuckerberg does not own metaverse, okay? Mark Zuckerberg owns a world within metaverse. And more importantly, I want you all to understand that you all have a phone right now. And I want you to imagine that your phone is now going to be a pager. And your phone has a mobile app inside of it, a mobile app store. And I want you to imagine that that mobile app store we're trading that name out for metaverse. And within this mobile app store, AKA metaverse, you can go in your mobile app store and download different apps. You can download Instagram, you can download Facebook, you can download, all Zoom, you can download all these different apps that perform differently. And they have different accesses and things that you can do in them. And that is exactly what metaverse is about. For those of you that are on Clubhouse, I want you to take out the word Clubhouse and put metaverse. And when you jump into Clubhouse/metaverse, you can jump into any room. You can get messy, you can get, petty, you can get, hater, you can get all these different vibrations and energy. It just depends on what you pick. And so another great analogy, because I love analogies, guys, so you're going to get them. So ladies, I got you covered as well. For fellas, imagine the NFL league or the soccer league, right? There's a soccer league or the NFL, the commissioner. I want you to exchange that out for metaverse. Within the NFL or the soccer league, right? There are different teams, and each team has a different routine, has a different way of doing it, right? And they are all different. That is exactly the same analogy with Mark Zuckerberg that owns Horizon. And not only that, the reason why so many of you consider that Mark Zuckerberg owns metaverse, because he changed his name from Facebook to Meta. It was a great marketing concept, but it was a horrible concept for those of us that are trying to explain what metaverse is, that people are getting those two things entangled. And of course, Facebook doesn't have the best representation. They don't have the best, track record. And so some people are like, nope, not touching it with a 10-foot pole. But I want you all to recognize that he has a world within metaverse that you don't even much have to touch at all, okay? And so this is where you all have to understand that when we talk about the metaverse, right? We're talking about literally the metaverse being the library, okay? And the and the internet being the library, and the metaverse being the actual theme park. Okay, we're talking about the internet being a highway and the metaverse being the whole entire city. And so I love facts. I definitely love facts. So I want to be able to give you guys some of these great facts. And Dr. Ope can back this up as well, as our conversation that we had last week is that when we say, oh, I'm not sure about the metaverse, how's that going to help me out with my business? Well, first of all, in your branding, okay, you're going to have increased engagement. You're going to have 8 billion people compared to the 390 million that we have here in the States, okay? You're going to get increased revenue, okay, where you're going to be able to have digital assets. Dr. Opie has already considered that he's going to be, utilizing this to have digital assets for clothing wear and watches and things of that sort that we're going to help him build. And then, when we talk about, hyper realistic, this allows you to take away this zoom. I'm going to show you guys here in a sec, how this all works and how this comes together. And so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me share this real quick with you guys. And I'm going to get that ready for you. I'm going to show you guys one world, right, before we go to the next. And then I'm going to be able to showcase, go back, there we go. Then I'm going to be able to showcase, and sorry guys, I got to put on a hat. If you guys have an Oculus, Dr. Opie, can you make that other account again? In the chat, can you make this account again, an admin? No, I got it. Yeah. Can you make, here, I'll put it in the chat. Hello. If you can make that one co-host so I can share my screen. Dr. Obe? All right, I'll share you guys the.
You got it? Yeah, I've done it. You've seen it?
Got it?
You need to accept it, I think.
Yep. I'm gonna stop this one.
Okay.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, I'm gonna let you know now, with us being on Zoom and all the internet that we're using, it might be a little slow. We're reconnected again. All right, let me try the other way. I'll get that one going. I'll have Tara fix that other one, and let me show you guys the other world first.
That thing you're putting on is the Oculus, whatever you guys call. What do they call that thing? The VR? Is that what they call that?
Yes, that was the Oculus that I just had on my face.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see here. Let's go here. Here we go. Here we go. So this right here is the one world that I was talking about that we can join in from your actual cell phone and your laptop and the VR headsets. So I'm going to take you guys to this world, and this is our new TheHelloLLC Plaza. This is going to be open here very, very soon, where I'm going to show you guys some access ways of how you also can market your book, market your business in our Hello Mall. And this, my friends, is the future, okay? Of right now, I want you all to remind yourself, no more Zooms. you now can be able to meet your clients, meet anybody in this 3D immersive world. For those of you that are authors, imagine now being able to no longer have to go into, a Barnes and Nobles or have a grand opening, in a particular place. You now get to showcase on your social media and say, hey, I have a grand opening that is taking place on July 29th, where I literally can have you come in this world and have my entire business showcased and be able to do that. So one sec, guys. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And so, this is something that you guys can all be able to see how this works, where now you can come in here and showcase your entire business. So for myself, I get to showcase our meta biz. I get to showcase our pivot. I get to showcase, our actual solutions, meta solutions, and I get to showcase our actual community. And when people walk through here, they now get to walk into our entire environment of seeing this world that we now can be able to put pictures. We can be able to, put videos in here. You can have a whole entire auditorium. And I want you all to imagine this, that you now get to, go at the speed of thought. Whatever you can think about, we can create. So do not let this limit you and say, oh, I don't know if I like this. Whatever you do like, we can create. Simple as that. Okay. And to where I'm going to show you guys, our mall that we have as well, to where this is going to be able to showcase even more of how you all can be able to, access and be able to join us in the Hello LLC. And this is what I meant by, not trying to build your own. Us together and us collaborating together works so much better, other than people that say, oh, I want to get in the metaverse and I want to create my own. I was one of those, okay? Oh, I want to have my own, I want to do this. But what I realized is that the power of community works so much better than the power without. And so this now allows us to be able to showcase your entire book, your business, your brand in the mall that we have, that now you all can come and put your storefronts in. And in our biz in a box, you will be able to see that we have a link that can lead you straight into our storefront, that can lead you straight into our mall, that can lead you into this 3D immersive environment. And I love talking facts, as you guys know. On your Instagram, on your social media right now, you're only getting 30 seconds of people watching your Instagram, your Facebook, all of that. In this world, in metaverse, you get an average of 9 minutes, okay, of people spending time looking at your services, looking at your products, and being able to see all that you do. And so this right here, my friends, is a great way that you all can really be able to, understand how this all works. Okay. And so I want to move on to the other world, if I can, now that I have it situated. I'm going to convert over. Stop this real quick. How we looking on time, Dr. Opie? How much time I got, brother?
You got about actually 15 minutes, but I'll give you 21 more minutes. 21 minutes.
Perfect. 10 more minutes. Perfect. I got you. Sorry for the hat. I apologize. It's a great way for me to utilize this because it hurts if you don't have it on. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. So as you can see, we are in metaverse, in my virtual reality space. And so this right here is my home room that I have. Okay. Like I said, the internet is a little slow with utilizing the Zoom and everything else. So I'm going to take this to you guys still see on screen?
Yeah, we see your screen.
But
Well, it
it's
looks
not
like
showing yet.
it's still resolving or looking like it's about to load up, but it's not. It has this loading sign that is like
Yeah, I see the blue signs. There we go.
It's like
You
okay.
see me now?
Yes, we see. Yeah, we see it. Yep.
Perfect. So I am in Teresa Anthony's storefront in Metaverse. And so what this allows you all to do is be able to showcase your business in a completely different way, to where now people can come in and look at the screen. People can go and buy her book right there. People now can have a little 3D video of what she's doing. And now she gets to showcase her entire business of what she's up to. And then you'll be able to see the outside of this metaverse, where this is literally, imagine New York town center, where there's all these big buildings, and at the bottom of each building, there's literally an actual, storefront. And then on top of that, there are apartments and then penthouses that you all can come in here and buy. And the last 12 months, $2 billion has been spent. So 64 years, right, of counting has been spent in this, in Metaverse, okay? So I want to show you guys not just this, but also, her back office, and it's going to take us a little bit to upload, as you saw the last one, okay? And this now is where she gets to break out her entire business as your website, okay? As the Biz in a Box. And I'm going to let you all know that these websites and all these things that we're talking about, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, those are all going to be revamped and completely transitioned into the metaverse, right? To where now people get to come in here and see all of her different products, what she's up to. She has a reading retreat where she meets people in here to come and read the books and meet up. She has her podcast, where imagine you now being able to showcase your podcast within the metaverse and being able to showcase it out to the world, where people can come and meet you as well, okay? And so this right here is a great thing, and I'm going to take you guys to her, let's see here, learn more about Purely Inspired, reading retreat, podcast. We're going to go over here, I believe. We want to go to her shopping boutique. So those of you that do have books, imagine being able to showcase your books in a completely different way, where you're now able to, have each one of your books laid out where you can actually do a YouTube video and showcase your YouTube video and everything else in here, okay? And so this really allows you, where she also has her apparel in here, where people want to buy apparel. She also has her nutrition. She also is part of a skincare. She has her book. And then check this out. Imagine being able to showcase your books in a completely different way, where she has her entire bookstore, to where now people can come in here and go to her Amazon or go to her Biz in a Box and purchase her books, read her books. And so this, my friends, is a completely different way that you get to showcase your business, your brand, and expose yourself to say, hey, I'm already in the metaverse, right? I'm already able to do these things through this 3D immersive environment, okay? And so with that being said, because I know I'm close on time and I want to give everybody else their time back, let me go to this.
Aha. This is good.
And so when we talk about metaverse branding, when we talk about business, hey, David, do I really want to put my business in here? Why should I put my business in here? Well, let me tell you why. Nike already sold 26% of their sales in 2022 from metaverse. Am I right, Dr. Opia? $145 million that Nike has sold in metaverse.
100%.
Thank you. And not only that, if you guys are watching Mark Zuckerberg, he just did a commercial with BMW. Your cars are about to start driving on themselves. What do you think you're going to be doing while that car is driving by itself? Oh, wait, you're going to put these on, and now you're going to be in a 3D immersive world that you now get to explore different things that BMW, Adidas, Snoop Dogg, Gucci, Roblox, Walmart, Fortnite, right? Barcelona, all these companies, Hilton just did a case study with these Oculus and said, hey, we went from 4-hour training to a 20-minute training, okay? You got Duke Energy, you got Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical. Although that might be something, just the gravity of what that is in that industry alone. And a lot of you are already utilizing metaverse by going to teleservices. Your doctors are already implementing this. Some of you that have went through surgeries, they're utilizing these to do your surgery. And so, you know, it's already here. It's just up to you to be aware that it's here. And so, you know, one of the things that I want to be able to introduce to you guys, yes, you know, this biz in a box, this metaverse is important, but we start with the blocking and tackling. You don't have a business if you don't showcase your business and unlock this AI. And this is something that we're presenting on July 29th is our masterclass, Unlock AI on your social media, where this is going to be a one-day course where we're going to show you the bootstrapping way. I told you I got 28 accounts on social media. It was taking me 56 hours a week to do all of our social media on these platforms. Now we have been able to find an AI app that has taken that down to 7, where I'm able to actually get 3 posts out a day on each one of our platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, your Google SEO that none of you are probably posting on. Also, when we talk about your YouTube, as well as your storyline, okay? And so in this first part, we're going to teach you how to do Canva, how to do Midjourney, how to build the content, how to create the content, utilize ChatGPT, making your social media. And then in this part 2, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to show you and unleash this AI tool that I have fell in love with, that I absolutely love now. I shed a tear on that first Monday that I realized, oh, I'm not spending all this time like I used to. And so, you know, this allows us to be able to utilize this and really showcase this step by step. Okay. And so we had the sale, you know, for $117. But because I love Dr. Ope so much, I'm going to do you guys an even bigger favor, is I'm going to knock this down to, you know, $98 by going into the TheHelloLLC.io. You can go on any platform and look up The Hello LLC, and you will find the big biz in a box right there. Or you go into our website, TheHelloLLC.io, and you put in the code Hello 98, and we will give you this masterclass, and we will see you in this masterclass that we will not be doing on Zoom. We will be doing in our 3D immersive world that you can join us on our laptop, watch us in this new 3D dimensional world, and utilizing your phone. So not only is this a workshop, this is a workshop. Not only is this a masterclass, this is a workshop as well. That by the time you leave this masterclass, you're going to know this AI tool. We're going to show you, we're going to teach you. And guess what? For every single last one of you that joined this masterclass, I personally will give you a one-on-one after the masterclass to step you through how to set this up and get you rolling. So for $98, let me make sure we're crystal clear. You're going to get a 2-part masterclass, and you're going to get a one-on-one with myself, that you get to now ask me all the questions, all the concerns, even after we've had this during the masterclass. We're gonna help you get started, because that's the one important thing, is that a lot of people go to these things and leave there not taking action, and they're right back at square one. And that's what we do not want you to do. We want you to take action, right? And so that is what I want to offer to you guys. And we also have our Pivot membership that you guys can join. Our Pivot membership at $7. This is 23 cents a day. Dr. Ope is actually part of our Pivot membership, where we have over 80 videos of how-tos, how to start your podcast, how to start that YouTube, how to start that Amazon affiliate, how to start, your wellness, be able to help you plug in these actual things into your business where we can show you, teach you, or do it for you, because we also have 2 additional other platforms where you can join our Pivot, where you can get one-on-ones with myself every month. You can get 2 one-on-ones with myself every month. And this is where we get to help you build your business. And the one thing that I shared yesterday, and the lady said, David, you guys are so genuine. You guys are so honest, and you guys really want more fun from us, for us. And really, you want to see us progress in this business as things move forward. And that is why we do this. And so once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Jones. Helping people build their business, build their brand, and build their foundation is my game. And I want you all to remember this. Be more grateful in life. When you are more grateful in life, that is the biggest receiver for getting things and being grateful. You will receive things, and the things that you think you want, you don't need, right? You have everything you need right now that is in your presence, that will be with you later, or right now. And so be grateful for what you have and count your blessings, because there are so many people that do not have the opportunity to spend a Wednesday on a Zoom learning and doing things for their business. And so with that said, love, kindness, and integrity. Back to you, Dr. Ope.
Awesome. Thank you so much, David Jones. Doing your thing as always. When you see a man who is focused on his niche, you know that that's a man going places. Every time he opens his mouth, the only thing that comes out of there is metaverse. I even think at some point he's living inside that metaverse. All right. Give me that slide about is it the ambassador, or the one with the $15 or $20 or whatever? Give me that slide.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, just give me that slide for a second. Guys, you had, yes, this Pivot membership thing. I deliberately also went to join, because to me, the first place to start anything is to get yourself educated. And this is the one I'm going to first even recommend to you. I know it's the cheapest of what is selling, but because many of you here, this is the first time you are hearing this at this level. This is the first time you are even knowing that you can play in this game. When everything is when everybody is doing it, it's no longer as profitable or easy to create your own pathway than when it's something that is still in the peripheral, where a lot of people are not doing it yet, and then you are already there. That's why I'm going to recommend you guys. I myself, even though I'm not in the metaverse space, I like to know what's going on to see whether there's a big opportunity there for me before everybody else comes. Apart from, of course, I'm going to put my own stores in the metaverse for sure. But is there an income opportunity for me here? This is where you want to go, because it's an entire masterclass for only $50. All right, and you have
No, let me make sure we're crystal clear. You get access to our Pivot membership, right? Our Pivot VIP membership that you get for $50. That's normally $97 a month. You're going to get it for this month for $50. Next month, it goes to the $97 to where you're in our Pivot membership. If you just want to join our masterclass, I've given you guys a code for you to get into that masterclass for $98. So we have the masterclass, then we have the Pivot. You can get in at $7. You can join us for $27, or you can join us for $97 a month. And each one of those gives you different access to myself and our team.
All right, so that I don't give wrong information here. Okay, I've posted this link. For those of you who want to follow up with him, is hellopivot.io. Hello Pivots, okay, .io. You want to save that link and you want to get in there and get involved. Even if you have to chat with him or what you need to do, take that website. See, I know somebody expressed a concern, all right? I think that's Dr. Tolu Ojeshino. I mean, they all obviously love what you have to present here, but he said something that I don't know, and we have to be realistic here. He's saying internet connectivity is not fully strong in developing countries like Nigeria. The speed is too low and connectivity is not engaging. What kind of speed level is required to get into this metaverse? Because what you just said is if the speed that is required to operate the metaverse is going to be very high, a lot of people, and even though we have lots of people from abroad here, but there's a big chunk of people that are from Africa here. How are they going to survive this thing? Okay.
Yeah, no, I would say if you have, 1 gig or more, and especially with your cell phone service, like I said, the reason why it's slow for me right now, first of all, I'm in Mexico.
You're in Mexico. I was wondering.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm in Mexico, guys. I'm in Guanajuato, Mexico, central Mexico. If I was back at home in the States or anywhere else, we would have no problem with me showcasing this. But as you saw with me on my cell phone through our spatial, that doesn't take any more bandwidth than your Instagram, right? Your Twitter. So if you're utilizing those apps now and you have no problem, you're definitely not going to have any problems getting to the spatial from your cell phone. Like I mentioned, the VR headsets, it's going to probably take a little bit more. And I don't know the exact usage, so I'm not going to sit up here and tell you. That is one thing you guys will know about me. If I don't know, I'm not going to sit here and BS.
All right, 100%. You want to take off this picture so that we can be the focus, me and you, because there's I'm seeing is your screen. I don't know if that's what everybody else is saying. Okay, now we see you. Let me see if I can join you on there. Okay, I'm not showing. What did I do? Are you in the metaverse alone?
No, I'm off. There we go. Boom.
Am I on the screen? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay.
I see you.
You see me? Okay. I see you too, but I don't see myself. But I see.
I got all four. I got all four.
Okay. Then I don't know what my own thing is. Maybe my system has gone into the metaverse.
Not at all.
Just let me alone here. I've gone into the metaverse. All right. Thank you so much, David Jones. You are the man of the metaverse. I just love your passion for this industry. And guys, for those of you who think you've had a great presentation today, you owe yourself to get involved, get more educated, because when something is not yet mainstream for everybody, even though it will shock you, like he rightly said, how many billions are being sold on metaverse every year already right now. And yet, most of us didn't know what's going on. It's like when ChatGPT came out for 6 months, many did not even know what's going on. They think nothing is there, but you're having hundreds of millions. Even right now, some people have not heard of Threads. Meanwhile, Threads is already 110 million. Same way with Metaverse, because the impression you will get is that Metaverse has not started. The Metaverse, they want your link again, David. You want to put it in the chat. Is going to post it again, the link. Okay. So a lot of stuff is happening. I was stunned to see that there is this musician who had 40 million attend this concert in the metaverse. And I'm like, where are these guys going to this metaverse? Is there another world out there? What's the name of this actor? I actually did a search to see top concerts on metaverse, only for me to see many musicians have had millions of people actually attend their metaverse concert, which is crazy. You don't know, you don't know. Now you have had David Jones is basically opening your eyes, okay, to be an early adopter of this technology. Because if you're already there, by the time everybody's getting there, they're going to meet you there. I love that time. And you have a good mentor in him, so you want to connect with him, join one of those pivot programs so that you can have connection with a man who has been there. As they always say, follow who know road. That's what we say in Africa. Follow a man that knows the way. This man, when it comes to metaverse, I've never had anybody speak of it better. And that's just the truth. I've had a lot of people talk, but he knows this thing called metaverse. So if you're out there and this is resonating with you, better log in. Copy that link right now. Don't call me on the side and say, oh God, what is that link tomorrow? I'm not going to remember it. I myself, I better even copy it myself, because I know they will still ask me anyway, especially my inner circle members. They're going to ask me in the room, okay, coach, where is the David Jones link? Olufunke, if you are there, can you
put it in? I realized I had it to the panelists and hosts. I just put it in there, the whole entire link, the HelloLLC.io, that has our biz in a box, that has the pivot, and it has our enterprise services as well for anybody that's an enterprise and they want to have their own metaverse as a private or public surface in metaverse. So you have it all.
All right. I've also I think where am I? My video
I
is
see you.
You still see
I
me?
see you. Yeah, I still see you.
Okay, so we're all here. Okay. Now I see you and I see myself. All right, guys. Any questions for Jones? Is Prof still in the room? I see his icon in Clubhouse. Prof, are you still there? I think Prof has disappeared on us. He's gone to Buckingham Palace. You know, all these king people, once they start to move, Prof is probably eating dinner with Prince Edward or something now. While I'm here hungry. Prof, where are you? All right, guys, I want to appreciate every one of you for coming in today. Do you have any questions for David? Before, I know you guys have been on since 11 o'clock Eastern. That is like almost 5 hours ago. But it is worth it. I'm sure all of you are going to agree. I know that those of you in Africa, you always think about your data. But what you have learned today from David, from Prof, from Ifyok is worth thousands of dollars. So let's quickly have, if you have some questions for David, please either type it. I see so many people in Gist House, actually. There are a lot more of them in Gist House and Clubhouse right now. So if you have any questions on Gist House, you want to type it in the chat or come and ask it. If you're on Clubhouse,
and while we wait, Dr. Opie, I think one of the important things, because you just said something that was important, with this Threads apps being able to have 100 million, people join it within less than a week, over 100 million, almost 110 million people. I want you also to understand that Metaverse right now has 400 million people right now in Metaverse. So actually 500 million people. And before you talk to anybody about
Prof, I'm still live. Yeah. You're on Clubhouse. Okay. All right, great. So Prof is on Clubhouse. So guys, if you have questions, or maybe I'm going to take, but because we have the bulk of the people here, over 100 people here on Zoom, so we're going to leave the Zoom app open. I was going to close it and say all of us go to Clubhouse, but it makes no sense. There's only 16 people on Clubhouse while everybody is here on. But Prof is there. Prof can answer from Clubhouse. The man is everywhere. The only man that can attend 26 meetings on Zoom simultaneously. I don't know that Prof. I don't know. That man is a wizard. So guys, do you have any questions for David or Prof? You know what David just said, by the way, while you guys are typing? Yes, right now we say Thread is 110 people. Metaverse has got 400 million active users. And you don't get to hear about it. I was stunned when I went to do my research, and that's what it says. So I'm like, where are they? Where are all these Metaverse guys? But I realized that my generation has been left behind in this game. All these, what do they call the latest generation now? The ones that are under 21, what do they call them? They call them one name like that. Generation Gen Z. They are all there. That's what they are doing. Well, all of us are wondering, what is this Metaverse? They are already there doing stuff. But they are young. They don't know the business of it, which is where the opportunity comes into the older guys. You can go in there working with people like David to get things going in that Metaverse because they are there. People are buying stuff. Nike sold $146 million last year, dollars in the Metaverse. People are even selling stuff that is not physical. I'm talking about shoes that you can't wear. Somebody bought a Gucci bag for $4,500. It's a Metaverse Gucci bag, not the one they will deliver in your house. So the thing is in the air. That part, I'm still trying to wrap my hand. Immediately, you guys know what I did? I went and registered metaccessories.com. Me, I want to sell accessories inside the Metaverse, not the physical stuff. The accessories they will wear, the bed sheets they will use, since they say they do all those stuff there. The t-shirts they will wear, the wristwatch, all those stuff that they will wear, because I was taught to see that. It may not make sense to you or me, but those who love the Metaverse, who are there, those 400 million people, they are spending money there. And many of them for stuff that will not be used in the physical, which is what blew me away. I can understand somebody going there to go sell shoes that is in the store or Metaverse. That can That I can dimension, okay, it's a store. They buy, you ship them your shoes. But people are buying shoes that they only wear when they are inside metaverse. Don't ask me how it works. Go and ask David when you go to his club. I don't know. The only thing I need to know is that it is happening. So I want mine. I've registered metaccessories.com. I'm working on a plan that I'm going to then give to David. This is what I want. These are the things I want to sell. I'm doing my research. Right now, I'm researching what are the things that sell the most on the metaverse. What are the things people buy the most? Once I finish my research, then I'm going to go down, I'm going to design what I want in my store. Then I'm going to call the man who does all this stuff. Oh yeah, build me my own. That is what you guys want to be thinking. Then I will take my own stuff to be in his own space because they have their own world they're creating so that all of us can create a community. I'm doing my own thing. He's doing his own thing, but all of us are tapping into the same audience. To me, that is the master there. While we are sleeping, gentlemen, Google has created a world inside metaverse. Am I lying? What is the name of that?
Called Worlds. WOORLD.
Yes. Yes, so Omotayo, metaccessories.com. You can't get it. That's already mine. I've already registered it. Now, Google, they have World, WOORLD, in the metaverse, and they're going to be selling land there. They're going to have shops there. They are going to have all this stuff there. While you and I are still talking about light on the streets, people are in there, and it makes sense, guys. Okay, I'm still waiting for questions. Is why
I'd like to share with people, one thing that me and you experienced the other day, right?
Okay,
is that
let me
before you take any advice from anybody about the metaverse, your first question needs to be, number one, have you put on these VR headsets? Okay. Number two, how long have you been in there? And number three, were you going in there to play games or were you going in there for your business? Because there are different aspects of this whole entirety when we talk about metaverse. And what blows my mind, the other day we were in a room, a guy sat there and said, oh, I spent 10 hours. And then he backtracked and he said, oh, well, really, I only spent an hour. The guy did not even know that Facebook had a marketplace. Okay. He did not know that you could sell on Facebook. He was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Not only that, you got to make sure you are being aware of who you're listening to. Okay. Which blew my mind when he said that. And me and Dr. Opie was sitting there saying, hey, these are facts. These are facts. When Dr. Opie, it's like you bring your buddy to a fight to fight somebody else. And the buddy that you came to come fight with said, bro, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, no, what are you doing? Stop. And this is exactly what happened when he tried to challenge us and say, what's the conversion rate? We answered this question. 1.2 billion people by 2028. I talk numbers. I don't talk BS. Okay. Not only that, you all have to understand that businesses like Hilton, businesses like Duke Energy, businesses like DHL are already utilizing this for their internal use, right? They're utilizing this for big corporations that are around the world where they don't have to fly a person like me 500 flights, where they can send my clients an Oculus.
All right, guys, let's have your questions. Otherwise, David is going to talk about this tomorrow morning. He loves this thing. You can feel his passion. That's why you want to tap into it with him. That's why I'm listening to him. When a man is passionate about what he does. Guys, bring your questions. Prof is here so that we can start to wrap this up. I just want to tell you guys, I am sold on this concept of metaverse. Right now, I want to follow the lead of David, okay, to see how I can do what I'm doing, do more of it there. Because right now, I'm tackling AI to pieces. When I figure that one out, I'm taking it and going there. Now you might tell yourself, what do I want to go be doing in metaverse? What kind of, but look at yourself, and I think about that right now. I have more friends on social media now that I have offline. When was the last time, most of us listening to this, that you have spent 2 hours with your physical friend in their house, talk about? Meanwhile, we have been here for 4 hours. Sometimes we go to Clubhouse, we are there for 6 hours, talking to friends, talking to people, but we are not offline, meeting with people. That's the same way metaverse will be. At some point, that is where we are going to be going and making for Prof. You wanted to share something? Go ahead while we're waiting for the questions. All right, somebody says, do you need to? Yes, sorry, Prof. Go ahead, okay. Prof.
I hope everybody on this call, for the sake of the time you spent here, even if the data is free, you go and do something tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Go on Metaverse, find out whether it is, you think you are smarter than Mark Zuckerberg that changed his name, a major brand, a major rebranding. You think you are smarter than the government of Europe that banned Mark Zuckerberg. 26 different nations of Europe came together against this small boy. And they even smiled a fine on him. You think it's a joke? Please, please, even if a fool walks with the wise, he becomes wise. So take this thing seriously. I don't want you to say, oh, I was in the same room. Oh, I didn't take action. Oh, and I was in the same room with him. Now he's a multimillionaire. No. Take action today on whatever you understand, implement, period. Don't go to bed tonight until you have implemented it. Thank you.
You're on mute, Dr. Ope. You're on mute.
What I learned, like Prof, is 100% correct. You don't know something until you start doing it. Like Jesus Christ said, when you do these things that I tell you, then you will know the truth, and then the truth will set you free. You don't have knowledge until you start executing. All you have is information. And what Prof is saying is very correct. Until you start implementing the information you got from him tonight, you got from Ifya, and now David Jones, you really don't know. Me, as I'm talking to you right now, I already sent a message to Bayo, my general manager, that I needed to get me 10 products that I'm going to put in each of my books. And then I'm going to send letters out, because I realize that I'm an affiliate marketer. There are great products out there. Why can't I put 10 different products, the picture with the link to buy it, my affiliate link, inside my book? See, I took what I had from Prof, I took it to a second level now. So now I'm writing all these books. If I'm even giving away my book free, if I have 10 different, 20 different products there, the chances that I will continue to make money, okay? Because people, when they, especially things that are related, like that, my AI book now, why can't I have the top 10, like marketing blogs, all those stuff, have them in there? Every chapter, self, because me, my brain, the way my brain works is very different. From us, unleash something in my brain now. So, okay, I have 20 chapters, because that book says I thought about 20 different businesses. Why can't I have an advert for a product that helps them for that particular product? Are you guys hearing? You've written your book, go put that as number one. Number two, of course, I can get adverts in my book. I've not even thought about that yet. Now I'm going to sit down, plan it out. There are people who are interested in the content of your book, right? People who service the people that your book is addressed to. People provide solutions that you address in your book. You can approach them. Particularly now that I'm listening, my head is exploding with ideas now. That what if you write that book? Remember now, writing book is no longer your problem, like Prof said. You can have that book ready tomorrow morning. What if you write a book on a very controversial subject that a lot of people would like to hear about, and then you give that book away for free? But before you give it away for free, you meet the vendors and tell them, we are going to give this to 1 million people, and we want your advert to be there. So you make your money with a free product, lots of money just to cut to me. Why not? If you are to write on this, the plight of Nigerians in Ukraine, for instance, or that one in Sudan, everybody wants to read something like that. And you are going to tell the advertisers, you are going to be giving this book away for free, okay? And then you load it with adverts. I've seen that before. I didn't know that's what they were doing. So in that book, you see a lot of links that takes you to products, and it's a free book. Guys, what are you waiting for here? Okay? So, but like you said, getting information doesn't make you rich. Implementing the information. Tonight, what can I do with what I've learned today? That is when you begin to make it worth the time of Prof. The man took 4 hours off today to be here with you. David Jones left his business to be here. Of course, I know I'm here. I'm the one. Nobody sent me to do Summit. So my own time is forfeit. I get that one. But these other guys, I had to drag them from their work. Okay? What are you doing about it? So what I want to hear from you guys, if you don't have question, now me, I have question. Put in the chat box one thing you plan to implement today from something you have learned, either from Prof, from David Jones, or from Ifyok. I want to hear one thing, and I'm going to give a special reward to the person with the best answer. Let me hear from you guys. Because nobody wants to waste their life. We don't want to waste these 5 hours that we are here, and then we all go, nothing happens. All right? Yesterday, I gave an assignment. Those of you who have written your book based on the training yesterday, come and tell me about it today. I know that it's late now. Many of you have left. But those of you who are here, if you have a response for me, raise up your hand and I will bring you up, okay? Raise up your hand, or if you are in the clubhouse, let me know you want to speak. Okay, Eli is back. Eli is supposed to be my co-host. Tomorrow, Eli, if you like, run. You are going to do the introduction on Zoom tomorrow. I like to harass her. She's my babe. She promised she was going to help me host this thing, but I know she has her own stuff she's doing. So Eli is right there on Clubhouse. So let me know if there's somebody there. Hey, Areta says, I will sell my book before it is out. I love that. Prof, can you give her a 1-minute advice how to do that? Okay.
What? Once you know, who do you think will read your book? Who? Is it a wife, a mother? What's the title of your book, man? Can you read it out? Just give me the title of the book or subtitle.
Or raise up your hand and come up. Now, I don't know why everybody's afraid to come up on this stage. We don't bite, we are good people. Join Prof up here so that I can do screenshot for you. I've done my screenshot with Prof already, in case you guys don't know. When I put it out tomorrow, I was on stage with Prof.
Oh, low back management. Oh, chiropractors. Somebody said the book is on low back pain management.
Wow, I love that. That's a great.
Wow.
That's
That is a universal problem,
uh-huh.
Especially for Europe, for Japan, and those with aging population. If you are able to articulate specifically the group of people that have that problem and 2 or 3 things that they can do about the problem, that is the easiest thing. So you now put it on your page to say, here are 3 things you do to reduce back pain without pharmaceutical intervention. Or here are the 7 things you do to reduce back pain with pharmaceutical intervention. It doesn't matter which one way or the other. You will see that people that vibrate with you, your vibe is your tribe. And they will pay money because they have an uncle that has a back pain. Or they have a cousin that has a back pain. They will buy that as a birthday present to the person. So start pre-sales. Tell Amazon, you've written a book, here is the cover, and I'm prepared to write a foreword for it, right? To back it up. To say, is the #1 person that has edited book and I've read books, and I'm endorsing what you put there.
All right.
I recommend you to doctors in England and in France, if you can have a very light translation of it, for the cover, pre-sale. That means you start selling today, but you are going to launch it in 30 days. So every day we talk about pre-sale. Pre-sale, chapter 1, pre-sale. Then chapter 2, why more men have back pains than women? Then you just talk about that. Then chapter 3, at what age do back pain start? 40, 50, or 60? You put it there. Then chapter 4, we just look for somebody that has recovered from back pain. What did the person
That's
do?
1 minute. Prof, I said 1 minute. That's 5 minutes. 1 minute. Okay. So contact Prof. Okay. So that Prof, he has already given his word. So if I were you, I will hold him there. I said we'll write forward for you. That is the money he just gave you. He didn't even give me that one. But so if I were you, I go hold that one first. Okay. So Prof, and once you contact him, he's always on Clubhouse. He's forte Twitter. You find him on Twitter. He will respond to you almost immediately. All right, I wanted us to also answer some other people. Otherwise, Prof will spend the whole 1 hour on you alone. Let's help other people. Okay. All right, I want to, will someone say my book is on erectile dysfunction? Have you written it? Okay. Have you, where is that now? I wrote, Chris Son says, I wrote a fictional book yesterday after Dr. Quest's presentation titled Threads of Compassion, Bridging Social Work and Faith. Wow, I love that. Okay, what, let me see what I promise I will give everybody who has something done. What do you want from me? How can I help you? No, I'm not Prof. Myself, I'm still struggling to have a bestseller on the New York Times. Prof, yeah, 1 minute for her. Oh, yeah, drop something for Chris Son.
So you wrote a faith-based or faith-accentuated book, right?
Yes, Threads of Compassion, Bridging Social Work and Faith.
Wow.
That's a nice title. That's a nice title.
Wow.
That's a nice title. That's a nice title.
Please, can you DM me? I will send you a link to the Eventbrite page, because faith-based books rose during the pandemic. Because science failed us, medicine failed us. So you see that a lot of faith healers rose during the period, and you are tapping into that, because some up to now, people have not recovered from the betrayal of medical science.
Yeah. Tony Josh says food, his own book is on foods that boost libido and prevent erectile dysfunction. That's a big thing among men. Let me give you my own gift on that one first before Prof weighs in. See this niche that you just wrote on. If I were you, you saw what I did with the Africans' most wanted recipes, right? Where now I have 15 books on different, 15 cookbooks on different African recipes. You also want to do a series that has to do with foods or recipes that help prevent erectile dysfunction. Guess what is going to happen? Every man that buys one will buy the next one, will buy the next one. They will pile it up. So, and trust me, you have at least 10 books you can write there. Ask ChatGPT and focus on foods or recipes that boost libido and prevent erectile dysfunction. You even be able to sell it more because you're not talking about medicine or whatever that they will block, but it is book. And most men, men will not admit that they are buying it, but they'll be looking for it. Okay, and that series, you can actually turn it into an industry for yourself, because from there, you can then start asking people like Prof, I just hinted, inside your book, you put a link for people to book appointment to talk about it with you. If you are in that industry, if you are not, maybe you work, if you are not a professional who can give advice there, be clear that you are not a doctor, but you have been studying this for years, blah, 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 and you are giving advice as a layman. In that button, they are going to click to book appointment with you so they know, so that nobody will say you are trying to practice medicine. You are just giving your layman's advice based on your own experience and all. But better still, you can also partner with a professional in that space, all right, and say you will get them appointment, and then they will pay you for every lead that you get them. Leads are also a big way of monetizing your money. I really like that your niche, because I know it will sell. All right, it will sell. All right, Prof, that's my own 1 minute. You want to drop your own for her?
No, your own is great.
Yes,
except
fantastic.
I want to add to it that nutrition and dietary assistance is now across all health dysfunctionalities and disorders. So what you are saying is, what type of food should I eat to be well? Where food is now medicine. So you can go to any disease, like you said, is a series. But the main thing, get an authority in that area to see whether you can cite them. If they refuse, you copy and paste the quote from them and you put them in front of the book. So is it that they collaborate with you, or you force them to collaborate with you? Thank you.
Thank you. And by the way, the reason why, if you guys noticed, the primary thing I'm teaching is about how to engage AI with books for. It's not that I don't know I can teach you software. I do software, it's what I do. But I realize that book is the first entry point in any industry. That's what gives you authority, okay? if you have written 4 or 5 books on a subject, people take you much more serious than somebody who has not written anything, even if the person is more knowledgeable than you. That's why, for instance, I want to throw this at David Jones already. That's why I'm surprised David Jones has not written multiple streams of metaverse income, because I will be writing it if you're not. To me, that's a money book right there. In another 2-3 days, you see me pull it out. You need to think of something in that area. I'm going to write multiple streams of metaverse income because I've written the one on internet business. I've now written the one on AI. So I'm going to write the one on metaverse. See? So in your hey, it's my idea.
Now you can't do that because I'm gonna come back and say he hasn't even much been in metaverse. He doesn't have a business in there. He hasn't done nothing. Come on down.
I don't need to be on the metaverse. You don't get it. I'm gonna use your teaching to write the book. Tonight, when I Google, I go to ChatGPT. Say, give me 20 best business opportunities in metaverse. Is he gonna answer me or not? He's gonna answer me. So you had your chance, but go write it. I'm giving you the opportunity, but I'm gonna write my own at some point. I'm a book guy because I realize that metaverse is gonna be big. I don't want to be helping anybody to build into a metaverse. I provide coaching in every area of life. So that's big. So you guys that are out there like you, Johnson, he says, I'm writing a book on metaverse tonight with the strategy I learned here and also working on my reading speed with Prof strategy. Fantastic, but don't do 2-3 things at once. One thing tonight, okay? One thing tonight. If it is that book on metaverse you want to write, do that tonight. You know enough from listening to me yesterday, listening to Prof. Prof, as I actually, you guys may not know, I made Prof throw away his PowerPoint to like 30 minutes to the time he has to go live. I said, Prof, I want you to talk about how they will sell the book. Forget it, whatever it is you have planned. And you see, it's still delivered. That's to tell you now, Prof, we they talk about. So Prof has told you how to sell, and I'm glad I did because I learned a lot. That's $1 million tip I got today. When I'm done with it, even Prof will say, I didn't teach you to reach like this one now. So how to monetize your book without necessarily making it from selling the book itself. That's such a powerful, as I hope all of you got it. You using that strategy doesn't reduce my money, right? So let all of us use it. Okay, writing your own book on metaverse, Johnson, is not going to stop David Jones from his own. It's not going to stop David Jones making his money. It's not going to stop me. Okay, we all collaborate together. More than likely, if somebody buys one book on metaverse, it's going to buy a second, it's going to buy a third. It's the way this works. Just do it tonight. Me and David, we have a lot on our plate. We have talked about it now. We may not do it for the next 2-3 months. You don't have anything you are doing yet. Go do it, and we will celebrate you. If you have to come tomorrow and say, oh, my book is ready, you want to learn, I'm sure David will be there. I will be there to support you if it's online, because you are now our protege. Whatever time we get around to it, we will do our own. I already have too many books I've not even launched, right? So you do it, okay? And surprise us tomorrow when you come, because your problem is no longer writing the book, okay? It is having that idea and then turning it into a book. That is awesome. Okay, let's go to the next question. I'm not seeing anything on Clubhouse. Okay, Blessing Jones says, I will write a book on that your phone may not hang. That your phone may not hang. I don't know what that is.
No, I know what he said. Sorry, he's saying the economic power of a cell phone, because most people think a cell phone is a toy for forwarding viral videos, but he's saying that it's a tool for economic empowerment.
I see. Okay, awesome. The important thing, like I said, is you guys doing something with your knowledge and giving David a testimonial, giving Prof, giving me. That to me is all I'm taking away from here. You have not paid me to come to this event, most of you. A few paid, but most of you overwhelmingly did not pay, and that's okay. I'm glad to be able to share. But the least you owe us is a testimonial video, because we can use that as part of our promotion tomorrow. So it's not too out of place if I say do one for David Jones, do one for me, and do one for Prof, even though Prof doesn't need it. The Prof already got everything. Those of us who are still struggling. So please get us this testimonial, otherwise I will fight. Okay, Akonde says, I want to concentrate on helping adult illiterates who are ready to learn by writing self-guidebook. What are you going to do tonight is the question we ask you. I want to know what we are going to do tonight or first thing tomorrow morning if it's late where you are. Okay, I am going to go download my ChatGPT, or I'm going to go write my book over the next 4 hours with ChatGPT on this topic. That's what we are talking about. All right. So, Prof is typing something. Prof, you want to explain? I saw you typing something. I don't know what that is. You want to explain? I saw it on Clubhouse. Or are you responding to somebody else?
How far I promised everybody on this call.
Yes.
So if you're on this call, I'm
Aha.
getting,
Legal. Good to see you, baby. Yes,
so if you're on this call, I'm giving you a code. If you go to Eventbrite and you're able to register for this program,
okay,
you will not pay what everybody is paying. And you will have the opportunity of not just having me, but having Tony Robbins later this month. And in October, Robert Kiyosaki. So I'm giving you a free copy of Tony Robbins' book, Money, 7 Keys you need to be able to, free for being on. If you register within this conference time, you will get a free copy of the book of Tony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki. Read that, pour that. And if you want to see him personally, I will grant you access to be able to join us in London because it's coming in October. So I don't just want you to stop where you are. You are equal to Robert Kiyosaki. You are equal to Tony Robbins. And I want to prove it to you within 3 months.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm coming to that London. By that time, I'm supposed to get my bestseller. We die here. That's the whole idea now. I'm not playing. Lee, you got a question for Prof or David or me? Go for it.
Well, this is for you. Hi, everybody. Thank you for your time. Dr. Opie, you said yesterday in your class, the first 10 people to tell you the book that they wrote between yesterday and today will get access to your, I believe it's the mastermind class for the book authorship, right?
No, you're going to get, yes, no, yes, the master, you're right. That was what I promised. Yes, the master class.
Yes, that is.
Working on, right? Yes.
So that's why I raised my hand to let you know. The one that I wrote yesterday, it's called Co-Parenting Powerhouse, the Ultimate Guide to Parenting Partnerships. And so this book is for, it's for parents primarily that are separated, whether divorced or separated, but it can be used for parents within the same household, right? Because the way mom parents isn't always the same way that dad parents. And so sometimes there's conflict between the parenting styles within the same household. So that's who my target audience is. That's what the book is about. It's 152 pages, but it's already formatted. It's already formatted.
There you go.
So yes.
No, stop. I will give you a forward for the book. I will introduce you to parenting forums on Facebook because you don't understand what we are going through. The world is going through a parenting crisis where there's no relationship between this generation and the previous generation. If you can be the bridge, you can be the bridge. Then you must be supported. That's my support for you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor Mafadan.
That's what you get by
on top of that.
Yeah.
So I will also give you a 60-minute discovery call with myself to show you how you can exactly promote that book even more with utilizing some of the strategies that we have as well. So hit me up in the channel as well, and I'll send you my appointment on my calendar.
Thank you.
Rocking and rolling for sure.
See, that's what
happens.
Thank you. That's what happens when you take action.
Yep. I love people taking action. No, Lee's always been taking action, so I'm very proud of her. Definitely, you get that masterclass. David is just giving, and you got from Prof what I haven't gotten. So I'm using Start to collect my own forward. I've said it twice now. You see me try to hustle myself into getting a forward from Prof. Prof, what about me now? What did I do? Do I get my own forward too?
Don't worry about yours. We give every single buyer of your book a voucher for the speed reading course.
Oh
So,
my God! Wow.
listen, they must go and buy it before the launch date, and then give you receipts that they bought it. Then they get a link for the speed reading course, because I want them to read the book. Did you hear the statistics we gave? Most people buy books and they don't read it.
Yes.
So what is the point that you have suffered to put in your wisdom in black and white, and people just buy it and put it for their shelf? Shelf development is different from self-development. We want them to develop themselves, not the shelf that's in their house. Thank you.
Wow, 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 amazing. See, Bernie
Say that again for the people in the back, please, Doctor. Say that again, Professor, please, because that right there, I don't think that's sunk in. Say that again.
Self-development is taking information and wisdom from the elders as documented in books and developing yourself, doing something different. It is not for shelf development. When you put it on your bookshelf to prove that you bought the book, what is the point of buying a book 3 years later? You haven't read it cover to cover. Why did you invest in that book? Why did you accept it as a gift? No, you can't do that anymore. End of story. You must now read, believe, and then live as told by.
Wow. Wow, wow. See, this is serious stuff happening at this 9 minutes of today. I told you guys it's going to be an amazing, amazing session. Any other question, guys? Bring it, bring it. Me, I'm taking screenshots so that Lee, I will send you a picture, this screenshot of this picture with Prof and myself, because me, I'm taking all the time so that when David Jones gets to that is a million in Silicon Valley, I can say I knew that guy. I knew him very well. I was on the
That's right.
same
Make
page.
sure I'm in the picture.
How did you know I cut you out? No, I put everybody in the picture, don't worry. I'm actually going to put it as part of my tweet for tomorrow, just to say, okay, we had a great time today and all that. I was expecting Ifiok to come back, but you have taken the place of Ifiok this evening, even though you didn't speak. That's your good luck. Now, Prof, they wanted the link of the Eventbrite for you to post it for them.
It's in Clubhouse. Ellie, please, can you help us share it? I put it in Clubhouse because it was easier for me to put in Clubhouse. I can reshare it with everybody.
No problem. Okay, okay. Let me see where I am. Okay, yep, it's on Clubhouse, guys. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I think we have had a great time today. It's 5 p.m. New York time. I need to go get something to eat because I'm still coming back to Clubhouse tonight. Hopefully, I will catch Prof in one of those rooms. I love to follow the man around and learn when he's talking, because for me, that is how you assimilate. I'm a great learner, and I have a lifelong ambition to keep learning. I don't assume I know anything. If I had assumed, like many hosts do, when Prof was talking about books, you say, okay, I've made a lot of money selling books, but it's never occurred to me that gem to put it in my books. That alone, I've just increased my royalty by times 4 or 5 because I know what to do with that. 100%. I know who to go and ask for and get my money. I'm talking about big companies who
Can you also collaborate? Listen. Can you also collaborate for a non-for-profit charitable organization?
Oh, definitely.
You want to give a percentage of your royalties to Save the Children or the Salvation Army, a non-for-profit. Do you know why? They will invite you to their next occasion to speak. And at the end of it, they will pay you to speak and sign copies of the book, because they know that when they sell that book, a percentage goes to them. So they now have vested interest in promoting your book. They will send it to their mailing list. And some CEOs from there will purchase 500 copies of your book, or just one CEO that subscribes to that non-for-profit. So, I mean, this thing is unbelievable what we leave on the table.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that training on how to market your book, Prof, we have to do that one again. Just you alone for that day. We are going to do it one by one. All those PowerPoint that you're hiding, you have to send me a copy first. Let me hold that one. You know I'm your boy now, so that I can keep preaching the gospel according to Professor Mafido. Thank you so much for the great time for tonight. David Jones, thank you so much for being a trooper. You have been very, very supportive of this event. Even when things were getting tight, you kept encouraging me. Thank you so much. Prof, also, thank you so much for what you are doing. The event on the autism thing, I'm going to be sending you some possible dates later today, because I've already gotten a couple of feedback from guys who are there yesterday. They want to say, what time is the date? I say, I don't know yet. So let me go and give them dates. Thank you so much. And for all of you who are still here with us on Clubhouse, there's so many of you there now, Joseph, Dr. Tasha, Ini, Air, Ekioma, ID, Olu, Tamika, Christoph, and everybody on stage. Professor, thank you so much. And for those of you on Zoom, I'm surprised we still have this many left after 5. Typically, when Nigerians are on a training, once it has passed 2 hours, everybody don't go with that, because their data is very important to them. For us to still have this many on the call at this time, I want to appreciate you guys. It means you are investing in your future. Okay, I see Sarah. Sarah is raising up her hand before I close the room. Let me bring her up so that she's one of the bold ones. We've been begging people to come up. They don't want to come. So let's allow Sarah to be here. She at? Okay. Sarah, now we got you to come in and join us. Okay. All right.
Evening,
we can hear
sir.
you.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can't see you yet, though. You need to put on your video. Oh, can you guys see her? Aha, there you go.
You
All right.
Evening, sir.
All right. How are you?
Good evening, sir. Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
All right.
I just want to also say that I'm about finishing a book, and I've started writing it since late yesterday, and it's titled Dethroning a Narcissist. So I have a couple that I've been using as a case study. And I know a lot of people ask questions about how to relate with a narcissist. And I see that
with a wait. With a who? Narcissist. What is that?
A narcissist.
Oh, like Adolf Hitler type of people.
Like somebody that it's have this mind of controlling. They believe they are the best. They have the mind to control.
Okay, a narcissist.
That's a narcissist. Okay. Or a narcissist.
Dethroning a narcissist, yeah.
Okay, narcissist.
So dethrone him or her. So I believe there's going to be a powerful market for it, because it's a question that I've spoken with people and they seems to not have a way out about it. And that is even the bedrock of, what breaks so many homes. So God has given me that wisdom to navigate, and I know people will be blessed when I launch the book.
All right. Have you finished it, or you are still thinking about writing it?
No, sir. When I say I've done it, I've done it. So, but awesome. I'm going to pay for your one-on-one call.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. I'm here to encourage everybody.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Lord, I think that's a great title. That's a great title. Dethroning a narcissist. I think everybody going through stuff, because many people have those type of people in their lives. So they want to know.
Some people are even narcissists that they don't know.
Yeah, exactly. If I need to read it, maybe I'm a narcissist, I don't even know. So I need to read that book. All right. The way I'm looking at David like this, like he's a narcissist, he doesn't know. So he also needs to read the book. So,
you cannot be a narcissist and organize a conference for 3 days for free and not charge anybody. That is number one classic sign that you are not a narcissist. Because
thank you, sir.
And number two, do you know how many people fall into this spectrum, either at work, at bullies, or at home, or as siblings? I mean, it's massive. Thank you for addressing that. Thank you.
Yes, please book that call, and let's do that call, and let me also give you, so that with what Prof has said today, what has now resonated in my mind most is you think about the marketing of the book before you even write it.
Yes,
my head is exploding right now. So when I meet you, we're going to put all of that one in there before we write. So that way, when we go out there, we are not relying on a one-dimensional income, selling books, okay? We are relying on a 4, 5, 6, 7, so that even if the book doesn't sell, just like it just occurred to me now, people may not know, I wrote a book on Peter Obi that I never launched because I was afraid that this obedience, they will say, Okpe wants to cash out, because I was thinking of selling it. So now I can give the book away for free and then seed a lot of stuff into that. Now, I'm glad I organized this event because myself, I learned a lot. Okay. Prof's event, I've just posted the link again for those of you that kept asking. All right, go to that link and go do what is needful. Okay. All right. And Sarah, I'm looking forward to us talking. David,
Yes, sir.
thank you again. Prof, thank you again. I appreciate everybody. And now day 2 is closed. Tomorrow, before we go to day 3, let me share with you guys a little bit of what to expect tomorrow. Hold on, Sarah, let me take the screenshots before you leave with me, David, and Prof, because I realized I wasn't taking screenshots yesterday. I don't know what I was doing. So, but today my head is working. Okay.
Hey, while you take that screenshot, Dr. Opie, you know, I know I
Yes.
gave Ms. Lee Gold, you know, one of our free appointments that we have. So I definitely sent you that in the back channel. So go there or go visit in the Hello LLC. But I also like to give something to you all. If you go visit the Hello LLC.
All righty, guys. The TheHelloLLC.io, guys. The TheHelloLLC.io. So tomorrow we are going to be having the 3rd and final day of this, my first summit on the AI Business Summit, or let's say our summit, because the people that have come here to come and speak and share value are actually the organizers, all the 10 speakers that actually showed up in the end. I want to thank Lekon Bashua. It was scheduled for today, but it's going to be coming in tomorrow. We've been chatting all day. I want to thank Prof, of course, Louis Estrella, the king of prompt engineering. I appreciate you wherever you are. If you came, David Jones, Hot Potter, Sherry Coleman, Rume, Ofi, Colin Drummond. So tomorrow we are going to be having 4 people who are going to be wrapping up the day. For Sherry Coleman, she's told me today that she's going to come out smoking. Okay, she's going to be talking about how to do all-in-one course builder and how to market your course. We're going to be having Hot Potter the Third. That is the one I'm waiting for. The neurodivergent master. He will be here and he will be talking about his pet issue. He will be speaking to us. If I remember correctly, he's going to be speaking to us on a topic that has to do with divergent prompting logic, how to increase your productivity and business profits by speaking to AI like a boss. Even I want to learn that. All right. So Hot Potter the Third, I keep calling him Spencer. Hot Potter the Third will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow also we're having Sherry, we're having Rume, the cryptocurrency master. Okay, that's the guy that's going to be talking about how we're going to combine cryptocurrency with AI. Imagine being able to apply AI in your cryptocurrency business. It's going to be a powerful day tomorrow with Lekon, so that we can come early. It's 11 a.m. New York time, and we will be having another great day and ultimately put the event to rest at the end of tomorrow. For those of you who want to get the recording, okay, the recording is not going to be free, unfortunately, but I'm giving 50% discount for those who order it before today is over. I have the before the event is over. Where's the link for that? And I think you should try to get that. Where's the link here? Olufunke, if you are there, can you post the link for the for those who want to buy the event? But I can always share that tomorrow before we end the event. The last thing I want to share is, if you have not yet joined, you are still on this call, and you have not joined Business 360 Club, I want to encourage you to do that. It's about the most affordable thing on this summit. It's only $10 a month for you to continue to associate with me, for you to continue to learn with me with all those benefits that come with it. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, as we go for day 3 and the final day of this amazing event. God bless you. Good night.